Hi, welcome back to Tiny Classrooms Live.
And I'm the doctor here in Taos, New Mexico, Don Zalou.
And I'm Artie Nathan, the HR guy here in Las Vegas. And our topic today is empathy and coaching in a time of crisis. So, Don, why is empathy so important?
Empathy is the ability or the capacity to understand or feel where another person is, or what they're experiencing, or in other words, to be able to put yourself in their shoes respectfully.
And why should we use empathy at this time?
Well, in a time of crisis, we might imagine that most folks are feeling a good deal of anxiety, a good deal of personal fear, uncertainty about the future, uncertainty about their position or the job. And the role of a manager and a leader in this context, or a spouse or a parent, is to have empathy for what the other person is feeling and facilitate or help them to recover their optimism, recover their sense of a future, uh, recover their sense of well-being as much as is possible. And you really can't do that without being empathetic for the individual.
So, does empathy work on all of the different generations that are in the workforce today?
It works on all of the different generations that are in the workforce, and it works for all cultures in the world. All babies are born with the capacity for empathy. And it's part of the glue that holds a society together, the ability to say, I care about you. You have meaning for me. And so it works very, very well.
So, in the workforce, if a good leader, even in times of crisis,
Mhm.
has to use coaching. Now, I know that most people, when asked, say, "Well, we use coaching when somebody does something wrong,"
Yeah,
and Don and I have often preached that you should use coaching even when people do things right.
that's
But
right.
in these, people really need coaching to help them understand where the company's going,
Right.
what you, the leader, are thinking about,
That's
how
right.
you want to encourage them and engage them. So, coaching can be used in these times to help people stay connected and be engaged with the organization and you.
That's right. In fact, coaching is a very strong proactive skill that all leaders should be using right now, particularly in this time of crisis. Don't wait for somebody to ask. Be proactive in your coaching, in your empathy for the future. Respect folks. Talk to them about the future. Help them to see that there's a light at the end of the tunnel for themselves and for the company.
And remember, coaching is about the person being coached. So
Absolutely.
when you contact someone and you're coaching them,
Mhm.
it's all about them and what they're going through and what they're feeling. Now, you can add some of your own experiences and feelings, but remember, you're getting in touch with them and coaching them to help them.
That's exactly right. It's okay as a coach to say, boy, I'm feeling anxiety as well, just so that there's some rapport between you and the person being coached. But another point, as the coach, you need to pay attention to yourself as well. Apply empathy to yourself as well, or the process of coaching and mentoring in a time of crisis can burn you out. So it's just as important to take care of yourself in this process and in these times.
So that's it for today's lesson. Remember, if you want to see more about what we write, you can go to the art, ARTE of motivation for my inspiration and motivational messages.
Uh-huh. Or you can go to Dr. Don Zalou on LinkedIn and explore our writings on leadership and management and a variety of other subjects.
Thanks for joining us today.